Fletcher in the second of his 2 overs. And that one is catchable and is caught. The VOC Rotterdam pressure continues, and Naib Kamran goes for just 2 off 5 balls, and Piers Fletcher's excellent spell has brought him a very well-deserved second wicket.
Yeah, well bowled there, Piers Fletcher. He's just continued to change his pace, change his length, and he's getting the rewards. That should have been his 3rd wicket, to be fair, but look, he'll take him as they come. Very good catching there from Max O'Dowd, one of the best fielders in the Netherlands outfit, and as his coach, I'd be very unhappy if he's dropping that. Yeah, very unhappy.
Absolutely, but there's already been 1 shelled, and it can often happen with a team where 1 catch gets shelled and then people start to get jitters off each other, and then it can happen in avalanches.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's where your best fielders, especially in a competition which is so hard and fast, your best fielders have to step up early and set the standards.
And now Drew have sent out their captain, Mohamed Bhatti, coming in at number 4. All-rounder, we'll see him with his left arm spin potentially later on. Right-handed bat though, 219 runs at an average of 22 in the French competition last year for T20, at a strike rate of 118. He's seen as more of the anchor of this batting lineup, and right now a brief period of someone just to stay there and at least tick the scoreboard over might not be the worst thing.
One more!
Fletcher again trying to get that in swing going and not quite starting it in the right place.
Yeah, extras are the old original sin, really. But like you say, you'll be amazed how long an innings is. And I think that's what Drew needs to understand, is they need a batsman to bat through here for 5 or 6 overs.
Fletcher in once more. That's too short and punished. Lovely shot from Mohamed Bhatti. The captain leading from the front is what he needs. Right now it's what his team needs right now, I should say.
It's a good shot, and that's a proper cricket shot. Instead of trying to swing himself off his feet, literally just watched the ball stay leg side of it and completed the business.
And this is the thing, of course, Ryan. So many people in power plays get excited about hitting over the top of the field. Well, if you can just place the ball along the floor in the gap, then it's also going to go too. Fletcher to Bhatti. That's smashed away. Max O'Dowd is out there. He'll have to go and fetch it though. 50-metre boundary's way too short for that shot. It's a good early signal of intent.
Well, this is probably disappointing from Fletcher in the fact that he bowled a couple of wides that over, so that extra ball then goes for a 4 and a 6 at the back end, which takes away a little bit, but what was a very good spell of bowling. 2 overs up front in the power play, grabbed a couple of wickets and was very, very good.
So Piers Fletcher finishes with figures of 2 overs, no maidens, 19 for 2, which you're dead right, it's hurt him at the end. 5 wides across that spell, so he's actually had to bowl 17 balls across those 2 overs.
Yeah, it's not what you're looking for, that's for sure.
And he's then got punished at the back end. Could well have been about 3 for 5.
Back to your original point about the batters, there's no doubt in my mind that someone like a Virat Kohli is the best player in all formats, and especially in T20, because he plays proper cricket shots. You know, he doesn't go over the top, he doesn't, go too extravagant, he just plays good.
दोस्तों जस्ट 2 सेकंड वेट करें, आपको अभी मैच लाइव दिखा जा रहा है। जितना जल्दी हो उसके मैं आप लोगों के लिए लाइव मैच लेकर आ रहा हूँ। प्लीज़ चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना मत भूलना और कमेंट्स करना मत भूलना।
Lodged.
Well, again, you miss, I hit. That's a pretty simple theory. And again, Nabi had been swinging so hard, eventually he had to... This one that was on the stumps, and it's a big wicket. 22 off 13. He was going pretty well for the... the Drew team, and now we see the back of him, and the pressure mounts. VOC probably pretty happy with where they sit right now.
Ahmed Nabi scoring almost all his runs in boundaries, 2 4s and 2 6s. Just 2 runs off the bat that weren't clearing the rope or finding the rope one way or the other. But he's gone now. And it is the man with number 50 on his back, Sher Afridi, out to the middle. Batsman who we might also see later on with his left armers. Got 82 runs at an average of 14 in the French T20 comp last year with a strike rate of 114, which is about 7 runs per over.
I think he might be a bit nervous because when he went to take
दोस्तों
Gardy,
अगर
I
कोई
think
भी
he wanted
अभी
middle, and I think he
दोस्तों
started on
जितना
about
ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा हो
6
उसके
stump
वीडियो
outside
को
off stump.
शेयर कर दो
Couldn't blame him
और
for being
चैनल को
nervous, though. It's a
सब्सक्राइब
big
कर लो और
stage.
कमेंट
This we
जरूर
are
करें
outside of the
क्योंकि यहाँ
power
पर
play
हम
now,
आपको
so
लाइव मैच दिखा रहे
viewers
हैं.
can disperse.
Nervous.
इसमें एक दिक्कत आ सकती है, थोड़ी क्लियरनेस में दिक्कत आ सकती है,
Well, never mind,
अदरवाइज आप लाइव
100
देख सकते
plus countries,
100 plus?
100 plus countries on TV, and then ECN.cricket anywhere in the world live streamed every
हैं.
single
क्योंकि
game on
अगर मैं
YouTube.
आपको पूरा मैच
Apart
दिखाऊंगा
from that, no one's watching.
तो मुझे
I
यहाँ
know,
पर 140 के भी
my
मैच
mates in
चलाना
Australia,
पड़ेगा, इसलिए
especially up
थोड़ी
in
ही
Brisbane,
ब्राइटनेस थोड़ी कम हो सकती है.
great friend
आपको
of
बॉल
mine,
देखनी है,
Beck
बैट
Davis,
देखना,
who
मैच
watches
देख
all
लीजिए
forms of
आप.
cricket. She'll be
और
watching
चैनल
right
को
now. She'll be
सब्सक्राइब
having
करना
it.
मत
She'll be
भूलिए,
texting
जितना
me
जल्दी हो उसके चैनल
any
को
minute to
सब्सक्राइब
tell
करने
them what they
सभी.
should be doing.
Shahid Saeed bowl that pretty poor full toss down leg. It's a no ball, and that means that it's a free hit. You can see that signal. So for those new to cricket, a no ball is essentially
और
an
अगर आप मेरे
illegitimate,
चैनल पर
a
नए
bad
हैं तो
delivery
प्लीज
that
कमेंट
results in a
जरूर करें और
punishment for the
चैनल को
fielding team
सब्सक्राइब और बेल
of
आइकन
an
दबाएं
extra run to the
ताकि कोई
batting
भी
side.
नोटिफिकेशन
The
मिस
ball
ना
has
हो
to
जाए
be
आपको.
re-bowled, and then on top of that,
Full
in
match
this
देखें.
delivery now, the batsman cannot be out apart from a run out.
And I've seen that happen.
Oh, absolutely. Free hit. Very first ball, and he's swung hard. Gets off the mark.
चलिए मैं आपके लिए थोड़ी के भी बढ़ा
It's
देता हूँ,
dreams,
ब्राइटनेस थोड़ी
isn't
मैंने
it?
अच्छी कर दी. तो प्लीज कमेंट
into
जरूर
the
करें
crease on
दोस्तों.
0.
अगर आप 4
Get a
बंदे लाइव हो
friendly
तो
free
कमेंट
hit
जरूर
to
करें.
start.
और मैं थोड़ा ब्राइटनेस आप
Been
लोगों के लिए
the
सिर्फ
nice
मैंने
way to
ब्राइटनेस
go.
बढ़ा दी
Get
है.
your innings underway. Get a few of
पूरा
the
मैच
nerves out.
देखें आप.
So Sher Afridi off the mark. Mohamed Bhatti to face. Three fielders out deep on the leg side. So balls. Decent straight back, but well fielded. It's the end of another good over for the VOC Rotterdam boys.
दोस्तों कमेंट जरूर
Manga
करें,
Club Resort.
चैनल सब्सक्राइब करें फर्स्ट,
A beautiful
उसके बाद बेल
Manga
आइकन
Club
दबाएं
Resort.
ताकि
There's the
अगला
Waikiki,
जो
the
मैच है
Red
वो भी
Chalk
आपसे
Haven
मिस
Prince
ना हो
Oval
जाए.
named after the
हर मैच यहाँ पर आपको लाइव दिखाता है.
cricketer.
Go, Corey, go.
We can have a look at what we've seen so far from a stats
Scorecard
point of
देख
view.
लीजिए
Niaz
आप.
Hamza going early to
पहला
Fletcher.
विकेट
Ahmed
0
Nabi
पर,
was
दूसरा
very all or nothing. 2
Yes.
4s and 2 6s. Piers Fletcher picking
और
up
यहाँ
a
पर कोई
couple
भी
of
बैटिंग
wickets.
ऑर्डर
Now
जो
it's
उसका
up to
कंफर्म नहीं,
Bhatti
कोई भी
and
किसी भी नंबर जा
Yassine
सकता है.
Afridi to rebuild.
दोस्तों अभी आप 500 इस वीडियो को शेयर कर दो अपने दोस्तों के साथ
As for
जितना ज़्यादा
PSC
से ज़्यादा
Rotterdam,
सके. इतना शेयर कर दो, हर
pardon me,
जगह
Piers
शेयर कर
Fletcher
दो
with 2
वीडियो.
for 19 off his 2
6
overs.
बंदे
A
हो
good
आप, 6
tidy
के
over
6 पे
from
पहले
Ashik
चैनल को
Saeed.
सब्सक्राइब कर लो और वीडियो को लाइक कर दो
And of course, in this
और
format,
चैनल सब्सक्राइब बेल आइकन दोनों दबाओ.
bowlers can only bowl a maximum of 2 overs. And Peter Saylor, the captain,
Sauce.
comes on.
Sauce as he's known. Starts with
Single.
a single.
आपको और कोई भी चैनल होगा
Goes
जो
round the
ये
corner,
लाइव
and
दिखाएगा
you
वहाँ
might
पर
have
आपको
heard
सिर्फ
as well a
स्कोर कार्ड
shout
दिखाई
from
देगा,
the field
लेकिन यहाँ
of
पर आपको पूरा
right-hander, and
मैच
that's
लाइव दिखाई
because
देगा.
one thing that VOC Rotterdam have got to deal with now, which for newcomers to cricket is interesting to know from a tactical point of view, is there's a
होप आपको उम्मीद
left-hand,
पसंद है, वीडियो
right-hand
पसंद आया होगा,
combination
लाइक
at the
करो.
crease, so it means the fielders have got to move around every time the strike changes. Right-hander Bhatti facing, but Peter Saylor is not happy about something.
Well, he's not happy about the time that the batsmen are taking to get good. We're
सिर्फ
very
आप लोगों के
strict
लिए
on their
लाइव है
overs
यहाँ
and
पर,
how
सिर्फ
fast
आप
you've got to
लोगों
get
के
through
लिए.
them.
Balls. And it hasn't got through the infield, well fielded. Scott Edwards collects, but by the time he had, the run was pretty much completed. Smart work in there from the man with 28 on his back, Corey Rutgers. He's been getting a bit of stick from you, but he did
Yes.
okay there.
I love the rut.
It's the classic thing of you only mean to the ones you really like.
Yeah.
Crashed away and in the gap and fought.
दोस्तों 8 हो आप,
Slightly
सभी चैनल
agricultural,
को
but it did the
सब्सक्राइब कर
job.
दो प्लीज, रिक्वेस्ट.
Yeah. Peter Saylor's around the wicket here to the lefty. He'll be trying to hit basically his thigh pad hitting hard into the wicket. I don't think you'll see him float the ball too often.
दोस्तों आप 13 बंदे हो, प्लीज वीडियो को लाइक कर दो.
Sailor once more, that's very straight but very high. Man underneath it in front of us takes it. Bobby Haniff with the catch. Peter Saylor has the wicket. And Drew continue to struggle. Sure, Afridi goes. A brief innings, the left-hander not lasting long. Nobody has apart from the only guy who got into double figures, Ahmed Nabi.
दोस्तों आप 13 हो, प्लीज चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दो, बेल आइकन दबा दो. विकेट कौन कौन लिया? रुद्रिक दास भाई 2 विकेट फ्लेचर ने लिए हैं. उसके बाद अभी वाला विकेट पीटर सीलर ने लिया, और इससे पहले वाला जो विकेट था वो शायद मैं आपको कंफर्म कर दूंगा. आपको लाइव यहाँ पर दिखा दिया जाएगा. प्लीज वेट करो, आपको सब कुछ दिखा जाएगा. चैनल को सब्सक्राइब और बेल आइकन दबा दो.
You know, sometimes when they're taking their time, you're going to get cop a word or two from the opposition skipper.
सब कुछ लाइव आएगा यहाँ पर, डोंट वरी.
Absolutely, because there is
Channel
5
subscribe
run
करो, bell icon
penalties for
दबाओ
any
guys.
overs that aren't bowled in the allotted time as Saylor continues looking for Rotterdam's 5th.
Ready?
Short bro.
Single to start for the new man in, number 12, Zahir Amar.
Was it? Hold, stay a little bit straighter.
भाई जिसको जो भी पूछना है वो कमेंट कर सकता है. कमेंट मैं आपके बार बार देख रहा हूँ, तो कमेंट करना. जो भी कुछ पूछना है मैं आपको बता दूंगा. और जब सब्सक्राइब कर लो यार, अभी तक एक भी भाई ने सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया, नहीं बेल आइकन दबाया, तो सब्सक्राइब करो यार.
Trying to get their field sorted here, VOC Rotterdam. And Saylor's not happy once again because it's the new batsman now, Zahir Amar, who is
होप आपकी टीम में पीटर सेलर होगा, कैप्टन है, वाइस कैप्टन है, फिर भी आपकी टीम में विकेट ले लिया दोस्तों.
Well, again, now the batsman's going to say, well, I wasn't ready. Well,
देखिए यहाँ पर पीटर सेलर.
Keep your gloves on, mate. You've only just walked in. Hurry up.
There's a bit of some aftershocks, so our umpire is going down to deal with this and speak to Zahir Amar.
Bit of argy-bargy. That's what we want.
कौन जीतेगा? संजय व्यास. भाई मेरे हिसाब से तो देखो, हमें क्या है ना, हम यहाँ पर कोई नहीं जानते कि कौन सा, मतलब थैंक्स ब्रो, लिंक में सबको शेयर कर देता हूँ, मेरा दोस्त सब. भाई रुद्रिक दास, आप लोग सब्सक्राइब करो, बेल आइकन दबाओ, शेयर करो, वीडियो को दिखाओ. हर मैच यहाँ पर आएगा. किची किशोर जस्ट सब्सक्राइब. थैंक यू किची किशोर भाई, थैंक यू, आपने सब्सक्राइब किया, थैंक यू. सभी सब्सक्राइब करो, पहले सब्सक्राइब बटन दबाओ, बेल आइकन दबाओ. चलो दोस्तों आप मैच एंजॉय लो, मैं थोड़ी देर में आपसे मिलता हूँ.
Well, like Peter Saylor's got every right to say hurry up, because you know batters.
Well, the laws of cricket are that the batsman has to be ready.
It's one of my pet hates. Every 3 overs now, you see blokes wanting to change their gloves, get a drink. Hey mate, get fitter.
5-4 offside field, 3 out on the leg side. Baron into bowl, left arm seamers, and it's straight down the throat of the fielder. And Ashikullah Saeed is not having a good day out on the boundary. He's dropped one. That was much tougher. And in the end, like a goalkeeper in football, he palmed it over the bar.
Yeah, that was going at pace. He got there. I guess in that situation, as you see right around the world, they're trying to keep the ball in play. Even if you drop the catch, make sure you can pat it down in front of you, get something on it.
It's a little bit tougher than it first looked. And once more, and that is a very clean hit. Cow corner getting peppered. And that's the Catalunya team, I believe, over there, who've just thrown it back. And Mohamed Bhatti, the captain, is taking Drew towards 50.
6 sixes in and over. Are we going to see in this tournament? Every chance.
We've got a 50-metre boundary, right?
2 from 2. Oh, well, that's a wide.
Well, that's a wide, so that technically keeps it going. If you hit 6 sixes in and over and there's a few wides in between, it's not your fault as a batsman, is it?
Well, that's actually 37 off the over. That's even better than 6 sixes.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
But I've got a feeling there's every chance that we could see that in this competition.
He's inviting short boundaries and some gun batsmen across the teams. Van Barren trying to avoid that embarrassment. But bowling wides isn't a way to do it.
Well, no, to be fair, but his tactics obviously as a right arm, he's got a right-hand batsman who's only wanting to go to cow corner basically. So all he's trying to do is trying to hit that tram line outside the off stump to try and only let him hit in one direction.
Absolutely.
You know what, if you bowl a wide, so be it, but that's where his target is. I don't mind it.
You can see what he's trying to do. When he gets off the potential 6 sixes, Bhatti gets himself up the other end. And Amar runs through, and the umpire The other umpire, Lars Anderson, is just having a little look at him as if to say, I thought that was maybe a nod, just to say, don't take too much
दोस्तों मैं आ गया
time.
हूँ,
Maybe
जिसको
be
जो भी
given a
पूछना
warning or
प्लीज पूछ
something
सकता
after
है.
what we saw last over.
वैन ब्रेव को इस ओवर में 15 रन लग चुके
taking
हैं.
his gloves off, so that's going to take more time.
Amar facing Van Baaren.
Oh, six.
Crashed away. And it is 6.
वैसे ये मेरा ड्रीम 11 में
Over
वाइस
the head
कैप्टन था
of
दोस्तों.
Peter Saylor.
शायद
You
इसने
can
मुझे
only
आज हरवा
fetch it
दिया.
back. That's 3 6s in this over, and finally the French champions are starting to come alive.
Well, again, it's length, and it's the one area that you can't really afford to bowl on. I've got a feeling these boys are pretty strong going to cow corner. Got to go old school, go back to the Yorkers.
और जमीर मेरी टीम में नहीं है, शायद
Looking
इसने
forward
एक
to at
छक्के
some
से 8
point seeing
पॉइंट
the
दे दिए.
wagon wheel of these 6s, because there is a solid cow corner distribution. That's a little tickle. And an agreed single.
Well, again, you know, you've got to come up with a plan. And even if it's the worst plan in the world, any plan is better than no plan at all.
21. थैंक यू.
So,
सबसे पहले चैनल
whatever- they must
सब्सक्राइब
have been
करो,
talking
बेल आइकन
about
दबाओ,
length,
और जो भी
about
आपका
change
क्वेश्चन है
of
वो
pace,
पूछो, और
where
लिंक
you're gonna
शेयर
target.
कर दो वीडियो
Bang.
को हर
I'm
जगह,
hoping
व्हाट्सएप, ट्विटर, हर जगह.
for all these bowling teams that the old Yorker is #1 priority.
Barron to Batty. Offside this time, O'Dowd Fields. It seems like VOC Rotterdam have kept a default that it's a 5-4 offside field with 3 out on the leg side. That's been their go-to ever since the power play has finished.
Well, again, as
भाई पता नहीं बंदे आते हैं और चले जाते क्यों नहीं दिख रहे यहाँ पर. इस में दिक्कत क्या है यहाँ पर वीडियो में, मुझे ये भी नहीं पता चला. पूरी वीडियो चल रही है फिर भी, लेकिन चलो अपनी अपनी सोच होती है. मेरा काम आपको लाइव मैच दिखाने का, शायद ही कोई दिखाता. जो ये मैंने हरे रंग के लगा रखे हैं, ये दोस्तों इसलिए लगा रखे हैं कि मतलब यहाँ पर कुछ होना जाए चैनल के साथ, कोई गलत काम कर दे कोई.
The king of social media.
Now we have been
24 बंदे
warned
प्लीज
extensively
सबसे
by
पहले
Ryan Campbell,
चैनल
even
को
last night at dinner,
सब्सक्राइब
that this
करें,
guy bowls
बेल
absolute
आइकन
pies.
दबाएं
I think was the
दोस्तों,
kind of
जितना
words
जल्दी
you
हो
were
सके.
describing it as. Right arm spin might be a more polite way of putting it. And he's got the treatment first ball. O'Dowd dives, but just can't stop it. Another boundary, and Drew are really starting to motor now.
Well, again, there's a partnership going. Batty seems to have actually faced some balls, get himself stuck in, and then runs can flow. Pick up the singles to
भाई
start,
कौन
and then
खेल
go
रहा
harder
है?
once you're in.
भाई यहाँ पर
Captain leading his
T10
team
लीग
on
आपको पता है, DRE यहाँ पर ए भाटी एंड विकेट कीपर जो है वो अमर खेल रहा है, जेकी अमर, जो कि ओपनिंग में दिखा रखा था हर ऐप में, लेकिन यहाँ पर आप देख रहे हो कि वो 6 नंबर पर बैटिंग करने के लिए आया है. रूथर्स बॉलिंग कर रहा है, जो कि बैटिंग डिपार्टमेंट में
That
है.
seems to be VOC Rotterdam's default. Right arm around Rutgers.
Hold it. Nice point.
Bowling there from the rut, nice and full.
Gets
Go
away
on
with
the
the
old, go on the old Yorker. He'll be
भाई
wanting to hurry
जिसको
up
भी
and get
वीडियो
on
अच्छी
Tinder
लगती है
after this,
चैनल
no
को
doubt.
सब्सक्राइब करके बेल आइकन दबाएं,
Rutgers in
ताकि
once.
लाइव वीडियो में कोई मिस ना रहे.
And that is a no ball. That is a shocking delivery. I think it's just slipped out of his hand. It might be the early morning
प्लीज
dew.
आप लोग चैनल को सब्सक्राइब
Puts his
कर
hand
दो,
straight in the air
प्लीज
to apologise.
रिक्वेस्ट.
So it's a free hit now.
मैं आपको इतना लाइव मैच दिखा रहा हूँ, शायद ही कोई दिखाएगा.
Rutgers on the free hit to Amar.
You run.
Oh, well done.
Doesn't really take advantage
बॉलिंग
and
कौन कर रहा है?
immediately
दिनेश थानानी.
slaps
भाई
his
बॉलिंग
bat
जो है ना
in
वो रूथर्स कर
frustration.
रहा है,
That
जो
is
कि अगर
not
ड्रीम
what you
11 खेल
want.
रहे हो
A
तो
free
ड्रीम
hit
11 के आपके
dot ball,
बैटिंग
that
में
is
है
just-
तो
he'll
आपके
be
लिए
dirty
प्रॉफिट
with
ही होगा अगर ये
himself
विकेट
if he
लेता
was
है.
filthy with himself.
Absolutely.
बोनस होगा.
In.
Well, that's
This
a
is
wicket.
crashed away. Surely will be taken 2 under it, and it is. Drew lose another just as they were starting
तो
to
आपके
get going.
विकेट कीपर जो
Sebastian
अमर
Van
थे
Lent with
वो
the
आउट हो गए
taken.
हैं, और
Just
उन्होंने
a
आपको
nice
दिए हैं यहाँ
casual
पर
thumbs
टोटल
up.
8 पॉइंट.
Promised us these big celebrations. He's been maybe told by the
अगर
older
आपके
guys to
कैप्टन थे तो
just keep it nice and chill. Save that for the final on
Yeah,
Wednesday.
but have a look at Rutgers straight away, looking up
कर
here,
दिया
saying,
भाई,
"Did you
राहुल
see that?"
भाटिया.
No,
थैंक यू ब्रो.
we
और
got rid of the tape.
बेल
Corey,
आइकन
it's not-
दबा लेना,
we didn't
क्योंकि
video
सारे
that
मैच यहाँ
one.
पर मैं कवर करने
We
वाला हूँ. अगर कोई
deleted
मैच
it.
रह जाएगा मैं
Please
उसमें बता
delete
दूंगा,
that.
अदरवाइज ऑल मैच कवर भाई
Have to
नहीं,
pass that on to our
क्योंकि मैंने इस
fantastic
चैनल को 2
colleagues,
साल हो
Vinny
गए,
Peake
लेकिन इस
of
पर अभी तक
production for
पैसे
us.
आने वाला
Very
सिस्टम नहीं हुआ,
grateful
तो
for the
उम्मीद
viewers.
करूंगा. और यहाँ पर आपको मैं
So the
बता
next
दूं
ball is a
कि ड्रीम
single.
11
They
का
thought about
जो
running on a
टीम्स होंगी वो
misfield,
भी
then
मैं यहाँ पर
decided to
प्रोवाइड
stick
करूंगा.
to that
जैसे
old
जैसे मेरे सब्सक्राइबर
cricketing
बढ़ेंगे मैं यहाँ पर हर चीज़ आपको प्रोवाइड
Actually,
करूंगा.
I've got to
तो
say,
चैनल को
it's not the
सब्सक्राइब
worst
करें,
over
बेल आइकन
in the
दबाएं, बस
world.
रिक्वेस्ट.
Bowling right arm off spin from around the wicket. Got
Well,
away with a
the
few.
figures say 1 for 7 off 1, so you say it's pies, but
Stop it.
although one might argue that neck high full toss should have
42
been put into the
अगर आप
sort of tennis
42
courts
के
and the-
42
Well,
बंदे
that was
मेरे
a
चैनल
no
को
ball that should have
सब्सक्राइब
gone for
करोगे
6 and the
सौरभ
free
पटेल
hit.
थैंक यू ब्रो
Well,
आपने
actually
चैनल
was well
सब्सक्राइब
bowled,
किया
but
बस
the free
बेल
hit
आइकन
should
और दबा
probably
देना
go for
भूल मत
6
जाना
as well.
सब्सक्राइब
So I'm
करने
just
के
gonna
बाद
say
बेल
it should have
आइकन
been 20.
और यहाँ पर अगर
We had
स्कोर
a
कार्ड किसी को
conversation
पूछना है तो वो
later.
पूछ सकता है मैं ये भी बता दूंगा
Corey
कि किसने
Rutgers
किसका विकेट
being the
लिया है
lightning rod
41
for Ryan
बंदे कई
Campbell's
बंदे होते
early
हैं आते हैं
morning
वापस चले जाते हैं कोई
grumpiness.
दिक्कत नहीं है लेकिन आपको
Only
लाइव
because I
स्कोर
love
कोई नहीं
them.
दिखाएगा एक
Absolutely. So,
चैनल है जो
got
बंदा
the
दिखा
ball
रहा है लेकिन वो
continuing
सिर्फ
from the
आपको
Las Lomas end of
खुद
the
ऐसी
ground
बातें
away
कर
from
रहा है
us. Las Lomas translating as
अगर
the
किसी को
Hills.
लगता है कि मैं
Once
बोल रहा
again,
हूँ अगर कोई
UC
दिक्कत है तो
Rotterdam
प्लीज मैसेज
sticking
कर
to
देना
his
मैं चुप हो
default
जाऊंगा
5-4 with 3 out on the leg
डायनामिक्स
side.
ड्रीम 11 किसने विकेट
Wide
लिया
to
चलो
begin.
भाई मैं
We're
सबसे
going to
पहले
see
देखो
that a
शुरुआत के
lot
जो 2 विकेट थे
this
वो लिए
week.
थे
Bobby
ए फ्लैचर या है
Hannard
पी
on for his
फ्लैचर ने
second over.
ठीक है
People
उसने
trying to hit those
लिए थे
tram lines
उसके
on the
बाद
wide Yorkers
जो
and
विकेट
not
करा
quite
था
able to
शायद
execute 'cause
उसका
the
मुझे
margin
कंफर्म
for
नहीं
error,
तीसरा
right,
विकेट
so
चौथा
small.
विकेट
Yeah,
पीटर
it
सेलर ने
is,
लिया
and
था और
it's
अब
one of those
लास्ट
ones
जो
you wanna
विकेट है वो
make sure the
आपके
tram line's quite wide.
बल्लेबाजी सेक्शन में है ऋतुराज उसने लिया है
And
यहाँ
again,
पर
the
बाटी
umpires
और
are very clear
सजीव
that
खेल
the
रहे हैं
tram
शायद
line
सजीव
is
आपकी
just
टीम में
a
नहीं होगा
guide in their opinion,
थंबनेल
but,
क्या थी
you
भाई
know, in pre-match analysing and
भाई
coming up with
थंबनेल
game
लगाने का
plans,
मौका
it's
ही नहीं
always
मिला
they'll
अगले
go
मैच
to
में
it, wide Yorkers.
राहुल भाटिया
And
स्कोर
again,
कार्ड बता दो पूरा
if you err,
भाई
same
ये
with the
जैसे ही
bounce,
ओवर
if
हो
you
जाएगा
err
आपको
on
पूरा
too
स्कोर
high,
कार्ड
then
दिखा
you know
दिया
what,
जाएगा
you're
डोंट वरी
willing to take
टेंशन
that
मत लो
as
चैनल
long as you
सब्सक्राइब करके
plan
बेल
for
आइकन
it.
दबा दो
First
अगले
ball
मैच में
for
मैं थंबनेल होगा वो भी मैं चेंज कर दूंगा क्योंकि भाई मेरे को स्लाइड
There
में
you go.
थोड़ी ही
So that time,
दिक्कत
the
थी
tram
क्योंकि
line
मुझे
is his.
जल्दी से आप लोगों
And
को
this
लाइव
is-
मैच
this is
दिखाना
the
था
thing, isn't
इसलिए
it? As a
मैंने
batsman,
यहाँ पर
you
थंबनेल
believe
नहीं
that,
लगाया
you
थंबनेल
have
मैं
the
लगा दूंगा
danger
टेंशन
of
मत लो
making
नेक्स्ट मैच में
yourself
थंबनेल भी आ
look a bit
जाएगा
silly.
बस आप चैनल सब्सक्राइब
And
करके बेल आइकन
therefore,
दबाओ और इस वीडियो को
you're
अभी
hoping the batter
39 बंदे
starts
अगर आप
swinging at those
39
wide
के
ones. So
39
if it is
भाई
a bit
आप
wide, they're still
अगर आप इस
swinging
चैनल
at
को
it,
वीडियो को
and you're
शेयर
thinking,
करोगे तो
okay,
कम से
that's
कम
gonna
यहाँ
be
से
hit
अगले
to where
10-15
you
मिनट
want
में
it to go.
400 से 500 लोग जुड़ जाएंगे हमारे साथ
Zeb faces still yet to score.
जुनेद शेख
And he's had his
पांच
furniture done.
विकेट किसने लिया अब
Lovely
देख
work,
सकते
and there
हैं
was a bit of
हनीफ
a
ने ये
send-off,
विकेट
I
ले
think,
लिया
as
अब
well
आपको
there.
यहाँ से टेंशन फ्री हो
Maybe
गए
some,
अब बात
some
आती
words
है
out in the
पहले
middle
2
that we
विकेट
weren't
लुक
privy
फ्लेचर
to
ने लिए थे
between
भाई
Hanif and
आप
Shazeb.
यहाँ पर
Just a
15
little
मिनट बने रहो आपको
casual
स्कोर
flick
कार्ड ही
from
पता
Hanif
चल
as
जाएगा
if to say,
क्योंकि यहाँ
there
पर
you
8
go.
ओवर
Oh, I
2
think
ओवर
you're
बाद
being
आपको
harsh.
स्कोर
I
कार्ड
think he
पता
was
चल जाएगा
giving the ball
तो
back.
स्कोर कार्ड के लिए
Oh,
मैं
was
यहाँ पर
it?
रोक
Okay.
दूंगा
think
स्कोर कार्ड
maybe.
देखना चाहोगे
I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
देख
that he
लीजिए
said give me the
बॉबी
ball
हनील
back.
Well, you
ने
can't,
विकेट
either
लिया
way, you
हनीफ ने
can't
जो
blame him for
ऑलराउंडर
being
डिपार्टमेंट
pumped
में
up.
है
They need to be
Of course,
excited
the
about
Bravo,
Aussie,
bhai.
he's hoping that he give him a little send-off.
Yep, well, of course, the Aussies were the
Not that
people
you
who
should do
invented the good old
Yeah,
भाई
they also
जैसे
do that if
ही
kids listening, we're always
थंबनेल मैं
nice
बना
and
दूंगा
gentle,
टेंशन
but
मत
a
लो
little bit of
जैसे ही
gamesmanship doesn't hurt.
अभी
I think
थंबनेल
it's-
मैं बना
it's-
नहीं
it's
सकता
the
भाई
classic,
रिक्वेस्ट है
it's all
क्योंकि मेरे
about the
पास
line.
टाइम
And
नहीं
the-
है
the right side of the
थंबनेल
line
कैसा
when
है
it's-
प्लीज आप
when
एक
it's
बार
done
मेरे
in
को
that
बता दो
spirit, it can be a great thing that adds
What?
a lot to the game. And if in once more, it's a full toss, and it has been deposited.
तो
That is the perfect delivery to receive when you've just come to the crease. And
भाई
goodness me,
थंबनेल
didn't
ऐसा
he take
कैसे हो सकता है
advantage?
मुझे खुद को भी नहीं
Well, what
पता
I like
लेकिन
about that
भाई
shot, it was a proper cricket
चलो
shot.
मैं
He
एक बार
didn't
थंबनेल
try a
चेंज कर
point
प्लीज आप
side.
5 मिनट रुके
Ball
चेंज कर
6,
देता
no
हूँ
problem.